Hi everybody, and welcome to another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. Today I have a battle against Felix, and I just have to say before I start up, this was an amazing battle. It was very competitive. I was very excited to have this, so that said, we're going to get right into it and check it out. So, I led with Heatran, and he led with Blastoise. So I'm going to switch out right away, predicting a water move, and I'm going to come in with Heliolisk. And he's actually going to go for the Mega Evolution into Mega Blastoise. And he actually goes for the Aura Sphere. So he's going to hit that, and that's going to drop me all the way down to my Focus Sash. So I'm going to stay in and just try to get as much damage as I can. I go for the Thunderbolt, drops him into the red, but he does survive. Then he goes for the Water Pulse. I'm not really sure why. Maybe he didn't know about Heliolisk's ability, or he was predicting a switch, but either way it worked out great for me. So he's going to switch out then and come in with his Blissey. I go for the Dragon Pulse, and that's not going to do anything. As you can see, Blissey is very bulky, so he's going to regain most of that damage he took with his leftovers, actually. So that's going to force me to switch. I can't do anything to Blissey with Heliolisk, so I come in with Donphan because I need something physical. He's going to go for the Toxic, actually, to poison me. And then he's going to regain the rest of his health with the leftovers. And I'm going to take some damage from the poison. So he goes for the Seismic Toss then. He outspeeds me, so that's unfortunate. And he's going to get his guaranteed 50 damage off, and also take some damage from my Rocky Helmet. And I went for the Earthquake just to get as much damage as I could, and that dropped him a little below half, so not too bad. Then he's going to regain some health from his leftovers again, and again I'm going to take some damage from the poison. So I have to switch out now. The poison damage is mounting, and I don't want to lose Donphan just yet, so I come in with Heatran, thinking there's not much he can do to me. So he goes for the Seismic Toss again, for the guaranteed 50 damage, and then I'm going to regain some health with my leftovers, and he's also going to regain some health with his leftovers. So I go for the Flamethrower just to see how much it's going to do, and it did not do that much at all, as you can see. And he's going to go for the Soft Boiled to regain almost all of his health, which is frustrating. Then I'm going to regain some more health with my leftovers, and so is he. So I have to switch out again then. I know I'm not going to be able to wear this thing down, so I come back in with Heliolisk basically as fodder, because I know there's not much I can do. He actually goes for the Toxic though, poisons me, and then he's going to regain more health with his leftovers, and I am going to take some damage from the poison. So I go for the Focus Blast, really just to see how much it's going to do anything I can to get some damage. It was super effective, but it hardly did anything, as you can see. Like I said, Blissey is very bulky. So then he's just going to hit me with a Seismic Toss and finish my Heliolisk off. So he takes the lead, 6-5. So then I come in with Gallade. I was waiting for an opportunity to get a guaranteed clean switch so I could come in with him. So that's going to force him to switch out, predicting the fighting move, and he comes in with Whimsicott. So I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution into Mega Gallade. And I predicted the switch, so I actually went for Zen Headbutt, but I actually missed, so that was very unfortunate for me. So then I'm going to switch out here and come in with Heat Ran, thinking there's not much he can do to me. So he just went for the Encore, and that didn't do anything. And then I'm going to regain some health with my leftovers again. So he switches out then and comes back in with his Blissey. And I went for the Flamethrower. So I actually got a crit there, and I got the burn too, so that was very lucky on my part, and very clutch to try and get rid of this Blissey. So I'm going to regain some more health with my leftovers, and so is he. And he's also going to take some damage from the burn this turn as well. So I stay in, go for another Flamethrower, hoping to try and finish this thing off. But I get it down to the red, but it does survive, and goes for another Soft Boiled to regain most of his health again. So very frustrating. But I'm going to regain the rest of my health with my leftovers, which is good. And then he is going to regain some more health with his leftovers too, and take some damage from the burn. So I have to switch out here. I'm predicting another Soft Boiled, so I'm going to come in with Donphan, hoping I get a clean switch. And he does go for the Soft Boiled again, so it's stinks that he put himself back up to full health, but at least I got the clean switch in. Then I'm going to take some more damage from the poison, and he's going to take some damage from the burn. So he goes for the Seismic Toss again to damage me, and that's going to drop me down to 26 health. And he's going to take some damage from the Rocky Helmet. Then I'm going to go for the Knockoff to do some damage. That actually did a good amount, dropped him to about a third. But more importantly, it got rid of his leftovers, so that was crucial. So I'm going to take some poison damage, dropping me down to 6 health. And he took some burn damage too. But then he's going to go for the Soft Boiled again to regain most of his health. And I went for the Earthquake just to get as much damage as I could. And that's going to put him right back down to about a third. But then this turn, the poison damage is going to finish me off and give him an even greater lead at 6-4. And then he's going to take some damage from the burn. So then I'm going to come back in with Gallade, trying to finish this thing off. He's going to switch out, though, because he wants to save it. And come back in with his Whimsicott. So this time I actually went for the Ice Punch, anticipating that switch, and that dropped him down by about half, so that was good. But then I got damaged from the Rocky Helmet also. So he goes for the Stun Spore this turn, hits me with that, and paralyzes me. I stayed in and went for another Ice Punch, just because I really needed a knockout right now to try and get back in the game. So I do take him out with that second Ice Punch, though I take some more damage from the Rocky Helmet. So now he only has the lead at 5-4. And he's going to come in with his Blaziken. And I stayed in, let him take me out with that Flare Blitz, just because I was damaged and paralyzed, so there wasn't much else I could do. So he is going to finish me off with that, and take his lead back up to 5-3. So things aren't looking very good for me either at this point. So I come in with Gyarados to get the Intimidate, and he's going to switch out then, predicting the water move, so he comes in with his Blastoise. But I actually went for the Dragon Dance instead to get my +1 attack and speed. So I go for the Earthquake this turn, just to finish his Blastoise off, which I do. So that is going to help me come back a little bit. Now he's only up 4-3. And he's going to come in with his Salamence. So he outspeeds me, hits me with a Dragon Claw, and that drops me down by about half. But then I have my Citrus Berry to regain some of that health. And then I'm going to go for the Outrage to try and take this thing out in one shot, which I actually do. So that is going to tie the battle up at 3-3. And then he's going to come in with his Mandibuzz. and I'm locked into Outrage, so I have to go for that again. So I hit him, and that does about a third, so not too bad, I guess. And then I'm going to become confused. So then he goes for the knockoff and drops me back down to about half. Then I'm going to switch out here since I'm confused. I don't want to risk Gyarados, so I come in with Sylveon. But he actually goes for the Whirlwind to switch me out, and he brings in my Heatran. So he goes for the knockoff again. That does a little bit of damage, and he gets rid of my Heatran's leftovers. So I just went for the Flamethrower to get as much damage off as I could. It puts him into the red, but he survives, and then the Citrus Berry is going to put him back up to about half almost. Then he's going to go for the Roost, and that is going to put him back up almost to full. And I went for the Flamethrower again, just for damage, and hoping for a burn, but didn't get that. So he's going to switch out then, and come back in with his Blissey. But I actually switched out as well, and came back in with Gyarados. So I get the Intimidate on the Blissey, not like it matters, but so he's gonna switch out again, trying to save his Blissey again, and he comes in with Blaziken. But I actually went for the Waterfall, so he walked right into that one. And that is going to be enough to take his Blaziken out and give me the lead for the first time in the battle at 3-2. So then he's going to come back in with his Blissey, and I'm not going to take any chances with this thing. I'm going to go straight for the Waterfall again, and finally I do finish this Blissey off. So that is going to give me the lead at 3-1. Then he's going to send his Mandibuzz back in. And I'm going to switch out at this point, just because I want to try and end this thing as fast as I can. So I come in with Sylveon. He goes for the knockoff again, and he's going to get rid of my Assault Vest with that and do a little damage. But then he's going to go for the Roost to put himself back up to full health. But I went for the Moonblast to do as much damage as possible, and hit him with that and drop him to about a quarter. So then he's going to go for the Defog, just to lower my evasiveness. So I'm just going to go for another Moonblast and finish him off there. So that is good game, Felix. So thanks for watching again, everybody. As always, feel free to like and or comment on the video, as well as subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we will see you next time.